Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Football Flight Deck podcast, where we briefly
we don't need to talk about it.
Men Connor's heart a
No,
little
we
bit.
don't. We don't
Just a
need
little
to bend
bit.
my heart.
We don't need to talk about the game. Obviously, tough one for Connor. The Chiefs did come away with a victory on an interesting holding call.
I don't want to talk about
it. It was holding.
It was holding.
Deny the fact that it was holding. However, it was a pretty chippy game that a lot of stuff got
that was
let
the
go.
one call.
That was a weird time to move that call. Regardless, all the players have said the same thing. Yeah. They shouldn't even have been in that situation. It doesn't matter. The game doesn't come down to one call. Yeah. I agree. Great game. Holy shit.
Congrats to Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes only.
I like Jets. Jerick McKinnon, I like him.
Yeah, Juju Smith-Schuster can go kick rocks for all I care. I was about to be way.
That was a great meme. You gotta give it.
It was a great meme, but an equally great. Someone put it best.
AJ Brown's
Juju got hit by NFL's past, present, and future with the amount of tweets. Like Garrett Blunt was getting them. Yeah. Half the Eagles team was getting them.
You know what? They can say all they want. He's got the ring.
I don't know.
It's all that matters.
That's what makes me the most mad somehow. Not the holding. It's the fact that Juju Smith-Schuster is a world champion.
Yeah. I don't like Juju very much.
No one likes Juju.
He got it done. He's on the right team. He did his job. Rihanna crushed it. I'm tired of hearing that people think she wasn't a good halftime show. She crushed it.
It was okay. I wasn't.
She crushed it.
It wasn't great.
It wasn't the best halftime show of all time, but she crushed it. She was pregnant. And she crushed it. I got no issues with it. My favorite thing about it was that people are talking about it wasn't very kid friendly and our kids were watching and blah blah blah. Dude, she opened up with "Bitch better have my money." What were you expecting from then on out?
Yeah, and there's a very interesting someone put it very politely. It's Rihanna announced that she was pregnant. Did you ever notice what all of the other performers were wearing, and would look like from a far distance away? They were an all-white brand. Think about it. What would they look like from a long distance away? And something to do with somebody being pregnant. How does one get pregnant?
I got it. See, I was thinking all white. I'm like, they don't look like KKK people. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, that's what I went. I'm like, I don't see it. I'm like,
all right.
Makes way more sense now that you mentioned that.
Yep. All right. Well,
yeah. You know what? Yeah. Okay, I see it.
Baseball season, baby. Let's get into that. That's what's important.
Yeah, shout out Rihanna. That's it. Baseball.
Shout out Rihanna. Shout out my Eagles. Shout out Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
All right.
Before we move on, I also love the conspiracy theories on the Super Bowl halftime show. I don't know if you've seen any of them, but everyone keeps talking about how it's some satanic ritual.
Oh my god,
I love it. I don't know if it's believable or not, but I love it. I'm here for it.
Are these the same people that say DeMar Hamlin's a clone?
Probably. I would assume the Venn diagram of those people is probably just one circle.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Yeah. It's fun. It's great. Mm-hmm. Baseball also fun. Baseball back.
Baseball season in. Pitchers, catchers reporting. It's great.
It's pitchers and catchers reporting, but I think the whole Blue Jays team is there now. I don't think anyone is not there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kirk might have, I think, not have reported because he's waiting on the birth of his child.
Yes, he's waiting on the birth of his child, which I think could happen at the time of the recording, this weekend.
Yeah. So that's a valid reason to not show up, I guess.
Yes.
Sucks because Danny Jansen's going to take your job because you're just having a kid, but.
Now, see, Jano was smart. He timed when he had
his kid early, so that
summer,
now he's coming in
off season,
full dad power.
Now 230 pounds.
I just want to mention a tweet here because it was my favorite thing I've seen in the off season. Just let me find it real quick. Danny Jansen says he's added weight and feeling strong. He certainly turned some heads in the cage this morning.
Danny Bonds, baby.
Daddy Danny Ding Dongs.
Daddy Danny Ding Dongs. Quad D. There's so many mini things that have come out of Blue Jays pitchers and catchers. First off,
cool.
We got our boy band Barrios with two of the greatest pictures I think I've ever seen in my life.
I love it. Merchant coming.
We got bearded Kikuchi.
Bearded Kikuchi looks he's hot. I'm not gonna lie.
Bearded Kikuchi, man, that beard immediately makes that ERA under 3.
Cy Young,
like, Cy Young Kikuchi. I mean, then we saw there's videos of like Chris Bassett. Jesus, that's a name, Saikuchi.
That's a good one.
Nate Pearson threw 25 of his 200 pitches already.
He's already spent too many bullets.
He's already spent should be like in May with that timetable. Like,
he does look way more fluid than he did last year.
Yeah, it's also just very weird seeing everybody with long hair and a beard right now. It's very weird.
Except for Gausman. Gausman has no beard.
Yeah, no facial hair whatsoever. Like the one guy you would think.
Super barefaced. Threw me off because I don't really remember Gausman having a beard.
No, but he's got he always has like a shadow. Like,
yeah, but when I saw him like barefaced, I'm like, something's weird here. Like this is not.
Is he on the Yankees now? What happened?
Yeah, it's weird because he's not a man. Like he's not Brian Wilson. He's not walking out here with a massive beard.
No,
but apparently it was enough that when it was gone, I noticed.
Seriously,
which is wild. I didn't think of that.
And then we obviously had like the bulking up stories of Danny Jansen. There's images of Matt Chapman where my god. The man's shoulders and just traps are. And then I don't know if you've seen it, but everybody's favorite prospect to love. Did you see Addison Barger?
I did not.
Oh my god, dude!
Is he looking good?
Look up like a picture of. They might have put out a picture already, but dude, he's about as yoked as Matt Chapman now.
Oh,
maybe more. Like
that's a lot.
Like it looks, I'm not gonna say unnatural, but like it looks ridiculous. Like
I don't know what Barger looks like. They have a video of guys running the bases, but I don't know which one Barger is.
Okay, Barger is the one directly. Okay, so it goes
I think I saw
Varsho, then Vlad, then I don't know who the guy. That's Chapman, Biggio.
Okay, we got
dude that I don't know
because mine started with George.
Okay, yeah, George is the first one. So so it goes like I was at like the 4th or 5th one. So it goes like after Cavan, there's 2 people and then Barger.
Okay, I think I saw him.
Dude, he is massive. Like he has like
so Bo. Not entirely sure who that was. Vlad, Chappie runs so weird. Cavan, someone else. That's Barger. I'm thinking, or this is Barger.
That's Barger.
He's yoked.
He's yoked.
He's thick. Thick king.
It's a thick king, Addison Barger.
He's a thick king. The Blue Jays are just the thick kings, man. That's just he's gonna fit in. Man, the other video, I don't know if you saw, Lindsey Dunn put it on TikTok.
Oh,
it was like the vibes in the Blue Jays spring training right now. George dancing around. I'm like,
George Springer is. You know what we have? There's vanilla vibe. We are the house of vanilla vibes.
Yep.
But George Springer, I think, is the George Springer and a little bit of Danny Jansen. They are just French vanilla. They're just different vanilla vibes.
Yeah, I don't think George has ever been a part of the vanilla vibes team. No vanilla to that man whatsoever. He is about as I don't know what's chocolate. I don't know what he's Rocky Road. Road's a good one.
I mean, I guess with the injury history, Rocky is, I guess,
Rocky. He is a Rocky Road. No, he is so much fun, man, and
he's amazing.
Just watching him at spring training, it's like the simple shit. Like he's not doing anything extravagant.
No,
but
he's just like, running and like
the way he's just vibing to things. I'm like, yep, I get it. That's my guy. That's my dog. We're here.
That's 140 games right there.
Yeah, and then Manoah was dancing around to pump it up. It's fun. Just looks like a good time at Blue Jays spring training right now.
Yeah,
I'd love to be there, especially considering everything in Canada is frozen right now.
Fast.
I couldn't get in my car this morning.
Yeah, Brant messaged me about an hour before recording, and he's like, could be a rough one."
I was stranded. I couldn't get into my car. The door would not open on the passenger side. Thank God the driver's side was in the sun, because that door melted a little bit and I got in, but there was like a 1/4 inch of ice just like frozen all around my car. I'm like, I'm sure I'm not the only one that woke up this morning and had this issue. Thank God I wasn't in a rush.
My mom had that issue when she was going to Costco.
My buddy sent me a picture of how he drove to work and it was just this little circle.
Literally. It's ridiculous.
That's tough.
But being in Florida and or Arizona sun.
Yeah, not great. I would much rather be down south.
Yeah.
They look like they're having way more fun than us.
Yeah, seriously.
I already touched on it a little bit. We might have a little more Blue Jays to talk about, but I do want to talk about this because we have merch. It's coming. It should be out by the time, probably not by the time I release this episode, because I'll release it before I finish up the merch. But within the next 2 or 3 days, we will have all sorts of stuff. We currently have 5 designs.
5 designs? Are we counting the boy
band 4 or 5 designs? I think that's a part of that's definitely, you're overtaking my design. So yes. Okay. We have 4 or 5 designs that are ready to go. I want to do 2 more, and they should be up either tomorrow or Sunday, depending on how much work I get done tonight. We are going to have a promo code for 20% off until opening day. I have yet to figure that out and what it's going to be. But there will be a promo code so that we can get it to a little bit cheaper up until opening day, so you can show up the Blue Jays home opener wearing some fresh new gear.
Yeah, and always show the support. If you do purchase something, we greatly appreciate it.
Yes.
Show
Send
like,
pictures.
Tag us on Twitter, Instagram,
Twitter, Instagram, everything. We'll repost it. We'd love to see the support.
We've kind of said 2 of the things already that are the designs. Vanilla Vibes will be a design, as far as I know. Are we doing that, Brand?
But I don't know.
Vanilla Vibes is a tough
one. Vanilla Vibes is in limbo
the 50,
right now.
50, but one we can confirm is Boy Band Barrios will be getting his own album T-shirt. It's an album cover T-shirt of Jose Barrios.
Yes.
I said Brant sent me like one that was like he did it. I was like, you know what? That's good.
Yeah. And then Connor killed it.
And then I got bored, and I'm like, all right, let me go on to Canva, and I just did like 4 different ones, and I'm just like, yeah, you know what?
His one slaps. So that took over my design.
Yeah. So we're going to have that.
Vanilla Vibes. We need opinions on Vanilla Vibes.
Yes, because it's...
I can understand where the term Vanilla Vibes would be misconstrued.
Yeah.
And I don't want to release something that someone's going to wear and be like, why the fuck is this racist wearing this white people shirt? So I don't want that to happen. That is my only issue.
Because it's happened before to us on Twitter.
Oh yeah. If you don't listen to the show, you don't get it.
Yeah, but for everybody that listens to the show, I would hope that you would.
I would hope you'd understand.
Yeah.
Granted, we do have some newer listeners. We seem to be growing, which is great.
Can we just briefly bring that up?
I don't know how it happened, but our last YouTube video did phenomenal for our standards.
Like, for reference here, I believe it was the last Sunday. It was like last Sunday. I checked the YouTube video. We were at like 60 something views, which for us, pretty good.
Still pretty good. It's about where our average is now, is 68 to 80.
And then I checked an hour later, we were at 500.
Yes.
So
I don't know what happened.
And we confirmed it was not a glitch.
No, it actually happened. So thank you if you were one of those viewers and you hung around. That'd be great. I think we gained like one subscriber, but yeah, but hey, it's cool. We appreciate it. We've got merch coming your way as a sign of our support for your support.
It makes me feel a little bit better that our most viewed video was not our first one.
Yes, so much better now. I feel like we're actually making progress, so that's cool. Yeah. Anyways, that's just our little thing. It'll be out tomorrow, maybe Sunday. I don't know. It's coming in the next 2 days. I have most of it ready. Just needs to go up on the site. It'll be linked. It's always linked in the description below because there's other merch that I like this. But all our new stuff will be on its own page. There will be a promo code. I'm gonna tweet all this out from the podcast account, obviously.
Yes. So follow us over there.
We may do a giveaway if we get there. We probably will do a giveaway.
Yeah,
I'm thinking. So keep your eyes and ears open. Yeah. If you don't already follow us, I always say this in the end of the episode, but hey, all the stuff's linked in the description.
Do it now.
You can follow us so you don't miss a beat, and you can hop on with us. Look pretty good. There's some pretty good designs. Not gonna lie to you. Baseball.
Base of the ball.
What else? What else has happened in the Blue Jays?
Matt Gage is gone.
Matt Gage is gone. Bye, Matt Gage. Matt Gage is about to become the reliever of the year.
Yeah, because he's going to the Houston Astros. He got picked up by the Astros, which
that hurts.
He's on their 40-man too, so it's like
it hurts.
It hurts is good.
They're going to turn him into like an absolute weapon.
Yeah, did you see what they did with Rafael Montero last year? Like, basically, they're going to do it with Matt Gage. Matt Gage will get paid.
Yeah. That sucks because I think there's some stuff there with Matt Gage. I don't think his stuff is phenomenal. And I think he was a little bit of a fluke that he was like a 1-9 or something like that.
I mean, he gave up like the 1 run in the innings that he did work. But granted, it was like a majority of it was Slav innings, but like I do remember the White Sox series in Chicago that had like that terrible ump. He was pitching in that game. He had it was the bad 3-2 pitch for Reese McGuire. That was him. Jesus Christ,
that was loud.
That was loud as shit. You're good, but yeah, Matt Gage, we're gonna miss you. It sucks, but you know what? We move. Green.
Yeah, I'm like, it sucks because he had potential, but I never felt phenomenal about Matt Gage being in there. It's just personally, I don't know why. It's just something about everything about his makeup. I was just like, okay.
I guess people made more a bigger deal about it because it's a lefty not named Tim Mesa.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. We don't have a lot of lefty depth.
But the thing is, we don't with this bullpen. A lot of our righties are really good against lefties. Eric Swanson.
Our bullpen is just really good.
Yeah, our bullpen now is, if you want to include Chad Green, it's at least 9-10 deep. Like at least. Like
it's a super deep pen. Excuse me. And people have been saying that too. But then on the flip side, people are like, oh, you got rid of Matt Gage, you're losing depth. It's like, well, we just established that our depth is pretty wild. Like there's a lot there.
Yeah, Matt Gage's turn of opportunity is now going to Zulueta probably.
Yeah.
Like, or Junior Fernandez.
Zach Pop needs a spot.
Zach Pop. Like, I keep forgetting about Zach Pop.
Yeah.
Mitch White's going to be on this roster as much as we may or may not like it. Like,
there's an argument to be made that Zach Pop probably doesn't break camp with the team.
Yeah, and that's no fault of his own.
No. Nothing on Zach Pop. I think he's a great reliever, but currently he might not take anybody else's spot until Trevor Richards gets DFA.
Or when he has an ERA under 4.
Yeah, it's it's a tough one, but I don't think we're gonna miss him. We'll be fine. It is what it is. Good guy. I hope he gets a shot in Houston. I think that's it in terms of Blue Jays news.
Blue Jays stuff, like we said this before the podcast started. Blue Jays stuff is very just like broad. Like
it's just a lot of cool little videos you can see yourself.
Yeah, like
I don't really need to explain it to anybody, I guess.
Yeah.
I am shocked that we are 4 days into spring training and we don't have any quotes. No quotes.
No, I think if my math is correct, I think the next time we do a podcast, the Blue Jays are playing a spring training game. I think. I know it's like within that time frame. Let me check.
7 days from today would be the 24th.
Ah, damn it, 25th.
The day before.
Yeah,
so we're gonna have more news for next week. We might have to do a draft.
Oh, dude, we got 5 games. We got Saturday the 25th, Sunday the 26th, Monday the 27th, and 2 games on the 28th. Split squad.
How many televised does it say?
I know at the very minimum, I know we're televising the 28th and the 26th because I know that
home games.
Those are the home games.
Okay,
so I'm
cool. I'm sure they'll find a way to broadcast the opener too because they usually do that.
Yeah. It's against Pittsburgh, so it's like, should be okay there. But yeah,
cool.
We're 8 days out from Blue Jays baseball.
That's so sick.
It's very weird. We survived the off season, Brant.
I know, we're here.
Like
we did it.
You people made us survive the off season.
You helped. You got us
and supported us.
Yes.
You had no reason to watch this goddamn show, and you did.
We have real baseball to talk about now. It's gonna be so exciting. What we're gonna do now, because we have nothing left to talk about Blue Jays wise, we're going to talk about the 2023 season.
We are going to predict awards. We're predicting awards. We're predicting seedings. We're predicting over-unders. And I'm going to be honest right now, I'm probably not going to – my over-unders are probably not going to make any sense just because of how many teams I say over and under.
Yeah. I'm not putting much thought into the overs and unders, but –
yeah. My seedings is my seeding and like standings is what I actually like did. And I'm just going to be like, oh, this team. Okay, maybe. So do you want to start with awards or the seeding?
I think we start with seedings. I think that's the.
Okay. All right. Well, I did awards first on my fucking sheet. That's all good.
Sorry, dude.
No. We're good, dude. Like my awards took up like maybe less than half a page. So, all right.
Okay.
I'm assuming you want to start with the American League East.
Let's finish with the American League East.
All right. So, which we're starting in the American League. Do you want to do the Central or the West?
Let's do the mid.
Okay.
It's always best to start with the most mid thing.
Well, let's start from 5 and go up to 1.
Okay.
In last place, I have the Detroit Tigers.
I too have the Detroit Tigers.
Okay.
And I think last year I had them in like second going into the year.
I did. Hey, I think I had them second or third behind.
They were like, really good to finish the last season, like the season before that. And
yeah, they had
hey, they're going to make steps.
I think like they had only 1 month under 500, and that was the April where they were like 9-17. Like
so bad. They did nothing to this roster.
And they added they lost Tucker Barnhart and they added like Matt Boyd.
Did they add? I guess technically they added.
Like
they didn't get better. You're relying on Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson to take massive steps. You're hoping Baez comes back like to what he was.
You're relying on Austin Meadows coming back into form. Like
and then that young rotation you're really hoping takes massive strides.
You're praying stays healthy. Forget massive strides. Just stay healthy. Like because they had like 7 pitchers out at one time. Starters.
Yeah. I mean, Matt Boyd has some stuff hidden in there that he can roll with. Matt Manning's there. It's fine. Tariq Skubal has some potential. And Casey Mize is obviously when he's on, he's on.
I completely forgot. They lost Gregory Soto.
They did. They
traded Gregory Soto and got Vierling and Maton and Joe Jimenez.
Yeah, and Chafin too.
And Chafin. Jeez, they're gonna be so bad.
Yeah, their bullpen stinks. Their rotation is young and could be good. I won't say the rotation sucks because I think they have a chance to have a good rotation. It's just going to take a lot.
They had 1 hitter above a 100 OPS plus last year.
Yeah, that's not good. Was it Green?
I believe it was Riley Green.
Yeah, but I think Riley Green's a great piece. I think he's got potential to be really good in this league. Torkelson has to figure it out. Baez might be done. I don't know what he's at.
Yeah. The more that I'm thinking about it,
that's it.
They lost they lost more people than I remembered. Candelario gone, Willie Castro gone, Harold Castro gone, Victor Reyes gone.
Yeah.
Robbie Grossman gone.
They're bad.
They're terrible. All right. Who's in fourth place for you?
I don't think this is a tough one. I think it's still Kansas City.
Yep. Like
the mid is pretty predictable, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe not. The top 3 get a little more interesting.
Yeah. All right. Well, now that we got these two out of the twin, the Royals, whatever.
The rotation sucks. Their bullpen sucks.
Vinny P.
Bobby Witt.
Maybe
Sal has some redemption season.
MJ Melendez.
Yeah. Interesting pieces. I think they're going to be good in a few years, but as of right now, there's just nothing there to get me excited.
Yeah. No. Okay.
It is what it is.
Who is in third place for you?
I got the Guardians.
Okay, this is where we differ.
Yeah, I don't think the Guardians are going to repeat what they did last year.
I have the Twins in third place.
Okay.
Because I think the Guardians are like the Rays for me, and it's like until I see you not do it, I have to trust you a little bit. Okay. Like, and the Guardians, they made big steps, and they picked up Josh Bell, Mike Zunino. They didn't need much. I mean, they could have used a center fielder, not named Miles Straw with his 500 OPS, but
my speaker is crapped out right now, so I got to fix that.
Oh, lovely.
Apparently I can speak, but I can't hear you.
Oh, that's phenomenal. I'll just ramble for a little bit.
The voice of other participants. You're not being recorded either, so that doesn't help. Stand by. We're going to pause.
So I was at just
technical difficulties. I missed your entire spiel on the Guardians.
Okay, so my thing on the Guardians was they're the Rays. I can't try until they show me that they can't be trusted. I need to trust them a little bit.
Right.
And they added Mike Zunino. They added Josh Bell.
They did.
They could have added a center fielder, but they didn't, and they're sticking with Miles Straw and his 500 OPS. Granted, he's a Gold Glove finalist, but
yeah.
Rotation's still good. The bullpen's still great. Like
bullpen's great. That is the one thing with them. I just the entire lineup needs to repeat their career season that they had last year.
True.
I don't see it happening.
And that's why you have
Josh Naylor is reportedly missing the WBC because of insurance reasons based on injury, which doesn't sound great coming into the season.
Josh Bell, I guess.
Right. And Josh Bell, aside from the fact that he was the best piece from the Soto trade in the playoffs, he wasn't very good in the back half of last season.
No.
So I don't know how much faith I put in Josh Bell. Andres Jimenez, he had a phenomenal season last year. I'd be shocked if he can do it again. J-Ram is J-Ram. He's always going to put up those numbers. I can't remember his name. SpongeBob SquarePants himself.
Oscar Gonzalez.
Oscar Gonzalez. Thank you. Maybe he takes a step forward. Maybe he doesn't. It's interesting. I don't know if I really trust Shane Bieber to be Shane Bieber still.
Yeah.
He just always seems like he's on the downturn.
Mm-hmm.
Tristan McKenzie should be able to keep up what he did. But again, career numbers so far, short career, obviously, but career number so far last year. Can he repeat it, or is that just a flash in the pan? Who knows? I think he's probably got it. But and then you're looking at what's his name? Plesac there.
Yeah, Savali and all them.
Savali.
And that's my thing with the Twins. Mm-hmm. You're asking a lot. You're asking Jose Miranda to continue doing what he did last year. You're asking they don't have Luis Arraez anymore. So you're trusting like Alex Kirilloff at first base. You're trusting Jorge Polanco. You're trusting Byron Buxton stays healthy.
That's a big one. And I think that's kind of why I've got them higher than third.
They have one of the biggest boomer bust outfields offensive wise.
Yeah. I think if everything holds together, Correa's healthy, Buxton's healthy, the rest of the guys hit the way they can, and then you bring in a guy like Pablo Lopez and you have Joe Ryan all year, I think they look a little better. Joan Duran is just throwing heat. Yes. I think their bullpen will be okay. I think their rotation is good.
They're going to ask a lot out of Joey Gallo, and it's very
They are going to ask a lot out of Joey Gallo.
And that's where I'm.
But the shift is going to help Joey Gallo a little bit, you'd think.
Well, so I just think he doesn't punch out 50% of the time.
Yeah. Now, the second spot is where I'm unsure if I want to slot the Twins in, or I think
I have the Guardians in second, and I also have the Guardians as the 6th seed in the playoffs.
Okay. That makes sense. I think I'll go back to that after because I'm not sure what I'm looking at. I just
are you debating the Twins winning the AL Central?
I am. That's kind of where I'm at this point. I don't think they have it. This is where my debate is, but like the White Sox should have it. They're a really good team on paper.
Have the White Sox
they're a really good team. Yeah, they're a really good team every year on paper, and they just don't have it.
Thing. Here's the biggest thing. The White Sox were if you had to label what can go wrong, did go wrong. Everything the White Sox could have had go wrong went wrong last year.
Went wrong. Yeah.
Like Yohan Moncada took a severe step back. They had the worst outfield, like fielding wise anyway, in Andrew Vaughn and Gavin Sheets. They had Yasmani Grandal, terrible. They had Luis
Eloy wasn't great.
Eloy was always injured. They had Luis Robert was always injured. They had massive steps back from Lucas Giolito. Michael Kopech didn't stay healthy. They didn't have Garrett Crochet.
Crochet went down early.
Joe Kelly came in and he was okay. Like.
Yeah, you're right.
The only good thing last year was Jose Abreu and Dylan Cease.
Cease was phenomenal. I think you get another thing out of Cease this year.
Like that. So I'm saying like law of averages says all of that doesn't happen again.
Bottom line here is even the Guardians weren't great last year.
No,
the whole division stunk.
Yeah.
They did beat the Rays in the playoffs, but like it's a 3-game set. Anything.
They scored 2 runs? They scored 3 runs in 25 minutes?
They weren't great. So anyone can win this division any year, realistically. Well, maybe not. The Royals and the Tigers are pretty bad. But any of those 3 could win this division, and I wouldn't be shocked. I have the Guardians at 3, but I would not be shocked if the Guardians change my mind in a week and a half and they're back at 1.
Yeah.
I'll give it to the White Sox in first because I don't know if the Twins have enough to do it. But the Twins have done it before and they can do it again. The White Sox have the roster to do it. They have the pitching if they can stay healthy. I think they should be able to win this division.
Yeah, and they added Andrew Benintendi. They added piece of shit Mike Clevenger. I don't talk about.
Which I don't know. Do you think he plays?
It's looking dicey.
Yeah,
it's looking very dicey.
So. Yeah, I'm just trying to get the over-unders here, but I can't find. Yeah. It's tough to find baseball right now because nothing's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Win totals. Here we are. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for, though. Do I have over? I might need to find a different site for this. Damn it. Is there anyone? I guess there's nothing really else to talk about the Central. We just got to find this.
There's got a bunch of mid.
Yeah, it's just the Central stinks, man.
Yeah,
both
I know.
sides.
I now notice I have a type of baseball player that I like.
Who's that?
It's guys that people think are maybe slightly over the hill and a little shit, and also get on base a lot.
Okay.
Which is just Kevin Biggio and Yohan Moncada.
Yeah.
Like, I have a type.
True.
That they play second and third, one flip from second to third, the other flip from third to second and back to second. Like, yeah.
But yeah. You know what? All right. I think I found the list.
Fine. Okay, good.
I did find, but I got to do it in a weird order because it's in alphabetical order, not by division.
Shit.
Yeah. The White Sox, they're over under set at 83.5. Over or under.
Over.
Yeah. If we have them winning if we both have them winning the division,
500 ball club
gotta go over.
I don't think they're a 500 ball club again.
See, so now
they're over.
The team that everyone probably has winning this division, I would say, is the Guardians. Maybe. They are set at 86.5.
I have the White Sox at like 92 wins.
Okay.
I have the Guardians at, you said 86.5?
86.5. I think they're at least an 89, 88.
I have them just over. I have them at 87, 88. Like,
yeah, so I think I'm with you on that. Safe over. The Tigers 70.5.
Under.
I'm also with you on that. The Royals 69.5.
I mean, I have them over because I think they're better than the Tigers.
I think they're a 71, 72 win team.
At least. Like, they could reach 75.
They could make some strides and be much better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota is at 82.5. So one win worse than the White Sox.
I think they're 84. I think they're 84, 83.
I think so too. We have one under because we both agreed on all of these.
Yeah, like we have one under. And
we have one under.
Tigers. It's the Tigers because I need to see something. Like, prove me wrong, Tigers.
These over-unders are just set so low. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, because the AL mid.
It is the mid. You're right.
All right, we're going to do the AL West.
West.
Okay. In last place in the AL West, if you have anybody other than this team, Brant, I think we need to end this podcast as a whole. I have the Oakland A's.
I have the Houston Astros. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. We don't even need to talk about the Oakland A's. Just move on.
The Oakland A's. There's no one in there to talk about.
Here's where it gets interesting. Who do you have in fourth place?
Now, a lot of this is going to have to depend on what Jacob deGrom is going to be because he's already hurt.
No, here's where we differ.
He's already hurt.
Here's where we differ. Okay.
Now, the Rangers could either be like competing for this division or competing with Oakland, I think. Like, I don't really know what, like, their whole rotation, if it stays healthy, it's phenomenal. But that rotation has never stayed healthy in their lives. I'm gonna go Texas. I don't know if Texas is,
now,
like, they've added a lot, but I don't know if they've added enough healthy pieces.
Now, do you remember what I said about the Guardians and the fact like they're like the Rays?
Right.
This is the opposite. Like, this team that I'm about to name is the anti-Rays. It's the opposite of the Rays. It's the goddamn Angels. Yeah. Until you show me that you're good, I'm not calling you good. I'm not calling you good until you show me you're good. I don't care what you did in the offseason. You've done a bunch of stuff in previous off seasons, and that really didn't work out for you, Anthony Rendon.
My fucking division is going to look exactly like it was last year at this point.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to say that the Rangers got better and they're going to be better than the Angels, but like, I can't say it with confidence, given the fact that deGrom is already set back in spring training. And that was the biggest piece they added. Now, your other pieces, you're looking at Nate Eovaldi, who hasn't stayed healthy ever.
Eovaldi, Heaney, Perez.
Heaney, who is
Dunning, Odorizzi.
You trust any of that? Odorizzi hasn't been healthy ever.
I don't think Nate Eovaldi is 2022 Nate Eovaldi.
No. I like Nate Eovaldi, but I don't like him to stay healthy.
He is somewhere in between 2021 and 2022. And that is a good, at least number 2 in most teams.
Right. Like, I don't disagree. You're also getting Semien at a year older.
I also
need Nate Lowe to be great again.
You need Adolis Garcia to do what he did last year, which is very plausible.
Sure. I don't think Nate Lowe's going to do it again. Jonah Heim has to take a step forward.
Jonah Heim, Josh Young. Like, I think
maybe they peak at third, but just given the fact that deGrom is already not looking good and the rotation's dicey injury wise at best, I don't have the confidence to put them at 3.
Okay.
And then obviously I have the Angels at 3.
That's fair. That's fair, I guess. All right. So at number 2, I have.
I don't think you're not gonna go.
I have the Houston Astros at number 2.
You do you really?
No, I don't. I'm fucking dumb.
Yeah,
I have the Seattle Mariners. I have the Seattle Mariners, and the Mariners will be my 5th seed.
Okay. There's no scenario where the Seattle Mariners pass the Houston Astros.
Yet.
This year, at least.
This year. Yeah.
Definitely not this year. I just don't see it. Like, there's no avenue where the Astros get bad enough to get passed by the Mariners. No. The Mariners are great, but the Astros are just otherworldly.
The Mariners outfield, other than Julio, scares the shit out of me. Defensively, anyway.
Who is it right now? Teo?
It's Teo, and then Kelnick and Pollock.
Yikes.
Like,
they're gonna bang though.
They are. Like, and that's
there's no denying that.
Their offense will be better than last year's, but like, it's all a matter of you're not beating that giant orange H over there. You're not beating that. Like,
no.
We got the Astros number 1. I also have them as the best team in the American League once again.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not big of a surprise there.
No.
So
yeah. The division's pretty predictable. I mean, the only thing that could happen is that the Rangers stay healthy enough to compete all year long. They end up battling with the Mariners for the 2nd spot.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's a long shot, but the Angels somehow figure it out with that makeshift rotation they have, and they start competing.
So it's like last year. The Angels did figure it out, and then just didn't anymore.
Yeah.
That 15 was that 15-game losing streak last year? It was the Blue Jays were a part of.
That's right. And then they fired Joe Madden.
Yeah, they fired Joe Madden, and they still lost like 4 or 5 more games after that.
Yep.
Like, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have the over-unders for the
I can pull it up. Sorry. I was just
you're good.
For a second there. What do we
good.
West, we have
the A's.
Houston, 95.5 wins. They were
106 last year.
106 last year.
I think they're at 99.
Gotta be. 95 is a really steep over, but it's the Astros, man. They're just they're so good.
Mm-hmm.
And they're arguably better.
Mm-hmm.
Minus Justin Verlander plus Abreu. And McCullers is going to be healthy.
Yeah, plus another year of a good Javier.
Mm-hmm. Luis Garcia might take a bit of a step back.
Yeah, because he can't do the shimmy shake anymore.
Yeah,
which is very sad.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I think it's a definite over though. I think they're worst. They're a 96 win team.
Mm-hmm. Now what are the Mariners at?
We're not there yet. We're at the Angels.
Oh wow. Whoa. Okay.
Angels 81.5.
81.5. I have them under.
Where do I have them? 3rd in this division. 81 wins.
Are the Angels a 500 over?
You're adding 8. Did they add 8 wins in the offseason? I don't think they did. They're under.
Tyler Anderson, Hunter Renfroe, Brandon Torrey, Gio Urshela. They added a lot of names.
I don't think they added 8 wins. I think they added 6 or 7. I don't think they added 8 wins.
Yeah,
I think they're going to be close. They could be an 81 win team.
Yeah, they're like an 81 win team.
Yeah, I'm going under. You need Shohei to do it again. You need Trout to stay healthy for 162, and you need those pieces behind Shohei in the rotation to somehow be great. And I don't see it. What is next? Oakland.
Oakland. There's
just take a guess at what they're over under.
Is it start with a 5? Was it like 56?
Oh, you're close. It's 59.5.
Oh my God.
Are they going to be a 60 win team? Just for the record, last year they were a 60 win team on the dot. I think they're worse. I think they go under.
Okay, let's see. They added Fujinami. I think what's his name? Fujinami, the dude from the Japan.
It starts with Fuji. I know that. But
they added Jesus Aguilar, Trevor May. They traded for JJ Bleday.
They lost Cole Irvin. They lost Frankie Montas from last year. He was there most of the year.
Yeah, okay, fine. They're under.
They lost Sean Murphy.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, they're bad. They're way worse.
So bad.
They're way worse. Yeah, so that's a tough one for Oakland. Okay. Seattle 87.5. That's got to be over, right?
I think yeah.
I think I think they're better than last year.
Yeah, didn't they have what 90 wins last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were 91 team last year. I think they got
at 90 and
at
90 and
worst,
72.
they're the same. Like
that's what I'm thinking too. These are not set very well, I think.
No. Like
I'm not missing any here, right?
And then the
Rangers. I'm sorry. 82.5.
Oh, over. I mean, I have to put faith in them. This is where it's where we differ.
I have them under the Angels, right?
Yeah, I have them over the Angels.
And if the Angels to me are an 82 win team, then I guess the Rangers are under. Based on my division prediction, I don't know, man. Yeah, we'll go under.
Okay, and now,
let's go to the NL. We're finishing with the East because we got a lot to talk about in the East because we know the most about the East. So we're gonna go across. We're gonna come back.
All right, for all you Blue Jays fans out there, we're gonna wait to bleed you with 1,000 cuts.
It's all right. You got to listen to us.
Yep. Starting in the NL East.
Sure. Starting the NL East. This is bang.
Bottom two are pretty set in stone.
Washington is last.
Yep.
Miami is second last.
Yep.
That's not changing.
Now, here's where some things could happen. I would just like to ask you, do you have these three teams in the playoffs?
I do, yeah. I think the Phillies are way better than last year.
I do too.
Now the Phillies were an 87 win team last year. The Mets were 101 and the Braves were 101. That went down to the last day. That was kind of crazy.
Who do you have?
The Braves didn't really do anything, did they? I'm trying to think.
They added Jimenez, they added Sean Murphy.
They added
they lost William Contreras.
Okay.
They lost Adam Duvall.
So they're roughly about the same team for the most part. The Mets added Correa and then lost Correa.
Added Senga.
Verlander, retained Conforto.
No, they didn't.
They didn't?
Conforto's on the...
Or am I thinking
Nimmo.
Where did Conforto go?
Giants.
Oh, right. Retained Nimmo. Lost Conforto.
Yes.
That was it. Right? They didn't. There's no other big piece that I'm missing.
Quintana, they brought in. They didn't bring.
Quintana. Right.
Oh, I think that's.
Did they lose? They didn't lose Taiwan, did they?
Yes, they did. Taiwan Walker's on the Phillies.
Okay. I would say the Mets are probably the same team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who do you have third?
Worse.
Who do you have third?
I don't want to say the Phillies because I think the Phillies are better and they have Bryce for most of the year.
I got the Phillies in third.
I just don't think they've made the steps to be the Mets or the Braves.
I have the Phillies at the 6th seed.
I probably have them 5. I think they're good enough. I think they're right behind the Mets and Braves.
If I think who you have in the 6th seed, I need to, when we get to them, I need to hear your reasoning. When we get to them, figure out. Because think about who you're going to put your 6th seed if you're
the Dodgers, isn't it?
Or the Padres.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I might have buried myself here.
I got the Phillies on the 6th seed, and then
I got the Phillies in the 5 seed. I think they've made themselves close to 100 win team, and I think the Dodgers are maybe not 100 win team. Okay, maybe, but they're the Dodgers, and they'll find a way. So we'll get to them after. I don't know, man. The Phillies with Trey Turner, with a healthy Bryce Harper in May, I think he's coming back.
Yeah.
And then the bullpen pieces they've added, and the rotation has a little more depth with Taiwan in there. I think they can be a 98 to 100 win team. They were an 87 last year, and they got hot at the end.
You know what I did realize? That we can put a lot of these teams over because everybody plays everybody now.
Yeah,
you're just gonna get free wins off a bunch of teams.
That's true.
So yeah, I got the Phillies at 93.
Yeah, I think they're definitely better than last year.
I think at the very minimum, the top 3 in this it's going to sound crazy. I think it's separated by 10 games, but if the Phillies are 93,
Now, do you have it Braves Mets or Mets Braves?
I have it Mets Braves.
I think I'm going Braves Mets again.
I have it within 3-4 games of like. I have the Mets at like 100 and I think the Mets are about 101 win team. I have the Braves at like 97, 98. Like,
I think the Braves are so good.
Do you want to know who we've completely forgot about? They lost Dansby Swanson.
Ooh, that does change things.
So
but now you have
Vaughn
Michael
Grissom.
Yeah, you have Michael Harris in a second year. You have Vaughn Grissom in his second year.
Yeah, you're not. I think you're gonna get a better Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ozzy's back?
Ozzy's back?
Question mark.
Ozzy is back.
Okay. Acuna's hopefully healthy.
He's playing in the WBC, so that's
so hopefully healthy. I don't know, man. The Mets are the Mets. They're gonna Met.
Yeah, I think they win that division. I have the Mets actually as the best team in the NL.
Okay.
I have them as the number 1 seed. I have the Braves at the number 4.
I might have the Padres as the number 1 seed in the NL.
Okay. All right. Well, do you want to hop? Do we?
So we'll go to the West, I guess, because
we'll go to the West because screw the over.
We've touched on them enough.
All those teams are probably.
Oh shit! Over. No, you know what? Sorry, over-unders first. My bad.
Over-unders because we can already say the Nationals are under.
Atlanta 95.5.
I got them over slightly.
I have them over. Where are we here? Miami 75.5.
Can I say like 75?
That's technically under.
That's technically under. Fine.
I'm saying under because I think they're healthy under. I don't think it's that close.
I think they're at least a 70 to 75 win team.
Okay. The Mets are a 94.5.
Over.
So the Braves are technically a 1-game favorite over the Mets. What's the hell are the other teams? The Phillies 89.5 over.
Over.
I think that's
they improved. They improved more than 2.5 games.
Yeah. Trey Turner adds more than 2.5 games on his own.
Yeah, Taijuan Walker does.
Yeah. And then what was the other team? The Nats.
Start with a 5 or 6.
Does start with a 5. It's the exact same over under as the A's.
I think the Nationals are better than the A's. I'm gonna respect them and give them a slight over.
I think they're a 61 win team.
Yeah, I said slight. So
yeah, I think they're the very slight over. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
In the West,
in the NL West,
Colorado is the obvious worst.
Yeah,
team.
Because they're apparently happy with 500 baseball, according to their owner.
I think this is where it gets interesting.
Yeah, because who do you have in the 4?
I think I have the Giants at 4.
I do too. All right, we're on the same page. I got the San Francisco Giants at 4th.
But I could also see the Giants being way better than the Diamondbacks, depending on what their pieces that they brought into.
I think the Diamondbacks, a lot of it hinges on how good the development of Carroll, Thomas, and McCarthy is. Like, Gabe's there now. Christian Walker was really good last year. Ketel Marte, I don't think is going to be as bad as he was last year.
No.
It's mainly about their pitching, I think.
I think they get better. I think
they're definitely better.
Gallen, I don't know if he does what he did last year, but I think he's still going to be a phenomenal guy. And then all their pieces, I think they're bound to take a step forward.
There's Kelly, Davies, Ryan Nelson, Dre Jameson. Like, there's a lot of good pieces over there. Yeah. Good young pieces. And they added Andrew Chafin to the bullpen. So
yeah, they look good. I think they're fine. Mm-hmm. The Giants added Conforto that I forgot about.
Conforto, Hanniger's, Stripling, Manaya,
Arson Judge,
Carlos
Correa until he failed the physical.
Larcos, Rakea. Like,
what a tough offseason. They could have had Aaron Judge and Carlos Correa, and they have neither. They added Strip.
Yeah. Love you, Strip, but
I miss him. I don't think he made enough to get them over the hump. I think Giants 4, Diamondbacks 3, Dodgers 2.
Mm-hmm. I have the Dodgers at the 5 seed. I think they are still better. I think they are better than the Phillies.
Oh, I thought you meant the 5 in the division. I'm like,
like,
no, they're not that bad.
If that's the thing, I should have put that on my hot takes last week.
Yeah,
but I have them as the 5 seed in the NL. And it's mainly because, like, the Rays, until I see you still have Freddie Freeman.
They're still always going to be great.
You still have Mookie Betts. You still have that really good. You still have Will Smith. Like, you still have that really good pen.
Is Bueller back? I don't think he is.
I want to say he'll be back.
You got TJ, right?
Did he get TJ?
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I like them in the 5 seed still, but like, it's
So you're looking
Kershaw,
at Urias.
Kershaw,
Yeah.
May,
Oh, Dustin makes smokes.
Gonsolin,
Yeah.
and
the Braves are getting Canadian.
Mike Soroka.
Mike Soroka, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
That's a nice piece if he's healthy.
Yeah, their bullpen's still nasty. They added JD Martinez. Like,
they're just a pitching factory.
Yeah,
always. So whoever their 5 guy is this year is going to make a ton of money next year. I just think
they brought in David Peralta. They brought in Alex. Yeah, the Padres are the
Padres are so good.
Padres are
so good. I might have them as the 1.
We could talk about it now because they brought in Michael Walker. That helps their pitching. Like, you still have Darvish, Schnell,
they got
Musgrove,
rid of Clevenger.
They got rid of Clev. Their team, their offense is just gonna be fun.
Man, like Soto, Machado,
Bogarts, Tatis, Nelson Cruz, Jake Cronenworth,
Matt Carpenter.
That's a platoon and a half. Matt Carpenter and Nelson Cruz is going to be your DH platoon.
Oh my god, who's catching?
Nola.
Oh, Austin, no.
Yeah,
god, it's a good team.
That team. Also, that team could change very quick because it was announced today that Manny Machado will test free agency next year.
So this is the year. This is
your year,
man. Like I think they do great things. I think they might steal the 1 seed. That's might be. I don't think that's a hot take. I think the Padres are the best team in the NL.
And it's them or the Mets for me. Like,
I think the Braves are in that conversation. Yeah, the over-unders starting from the bottom because I'm already there. The Giants 80.5. I
guess I have to say under because I got them in 4th. Like,
last year they were an 81 win team.
They did lose Rodon.
Oh, I forgot about Rodon. I think they're worse, man. I think they're under.
Does Manaea and Stripling equal Rodon?
No, they don't.
Okay, they added pieces, but they're very boomer.
You're asking Stripling to do a lot.
You're asking Stripling to repeat, which is very.
It's hard.
Love Ross, but it's questionable.
With his stuff, it's not likely.
It's questionable. But he's in a pitcher-friendly ballpark.
They
lost. I mean, I can't believe we forgot that they lost Brandon Belt.
Right.
We have Brandon Belt now.
I know where to find him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
It's a matter of can Jock repeat? Can Conforto do anything for you again? Can Mitch Haniger repeat or stay healthy because he wasn't healthy last year? Like, and have any?
There's a lot that has to go right. Can Logan Webb find it?
Again, keep fine. Like, he's still really good.
Yeah.
Can the bullpen be steady still? Like, the Rogers brothers are both there now.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting year for the Giants. I think they go under barely. I think they're like 79, 80 wins.
Yeah.
San Diego 93.5. So they are.
I got them.
I got them over.
Yeah.
I think they're better than both the other 2 teams that are at 95 and 94. So.
I think they're at least 97. Like, it's a matter of.
The Dodgers.
What are the Dodgers at? Because this is the most interesting thing to me.
Their over-under set higher than any other team in baseball. They're 96 and a half.
Shut up. Under. I don't think the Dodgers. They're still going to be at least a 90-win team.
I think they're a 90. I think they're a 95-win team.
They're still like a 93 to 95-win team.
Slightly under.
All right, and then the Diamondbacks.
The Arizona Diamondbacks are a 74.5 team. I got them under. I give them over. I think I give them just over. They're 76, 77 win team. Could be a 500 team.
I got them at least a 500 team. Like,
yeah. I think 74.5 is an easy over.
Yeah. And then in saying this, we don't even need to say what the over under is for the Colorado Rockies. Just say under.
Just no. Is
it start with
65.5? God
damn it.
Last season they were 68 and 94.
Okay, no, that's about right.
I think they're under. I don't. They didn't get worse, but they didn't get better.
No,
but the rest of the division got better.
They still have Randall Grichuk for another season, so that's all right. Now we need to go to the NL Central.
The NL mid.
We can just quickly go through this because it's shit. I got the Reds in last.
Do you?
Yes.
I have the Pirates in last.
Really?
Yeah. Brian Reynolds doesn't want to be there, and that's your only guy.
No, I mean
keep Brian. Sure. I already said that I don't think O'Neill has it. Who am I missing?
Do you believe in the faith of Uncle Larry?
Ooh.
Uncle Larry? Andrew McCutchen?
Fuck no.
I got the hey.
No. He's like your three stick right now.
This is Andrew McCutchen's Ray Lewis run. You shut your mouth.
Oh my no, it is absolutely not, because that Ravens team was really fucking good.
Here's the difference. His Ray Lewis run gets him in fourth place. I didn't say it was gonna go far. I think the thing is they have a bunch of like guys that could be like really good.
Look, I'm not saying the Pirates are gonna be last by a wide margin. I think it's like a 1 game difference between them and the Reds. But I think they're gonna be the last place team. Brian Reynolds has already checked out. His interviews have already shown that. Brian could be good.
Brian Reynolds given mixed messages. He's like, I want an extension, but if not, just trade me, please.
Yeah. I just don't think O'Neill is great.
Did you've soured on O'Neill Cruz so hard.
Very quick.
Yeah, it's because you saw him play live and he had the worst series of his career. Like,
well, he's also just like, he doesn't hit the ball that much. He just hammers it when he hits it.
No, so he's Giancarlo Stanton.
Yeah, but arguably less consistent. I don't know, man. It's possible, but
okay. So yeah, we get I got Pirates 4th, Reds 5th. You got opposite of that.
Yeah.
Third place is where we can maybe start to divert.
This is where things get super interesting because I could not tell you. I could pick names out of a hat here.
This is very not a big spoiler. I got the same as last year. I got the Cubs in third.
The Cubs again? I think the Cubs are better than they were last year.
Yeah, but are they better than the Brewers?
I don't know. I think the Brewers are worse than they were last year.
They are, but are they? Okay, but I think the Brewers are still better than the Cubs, simply because of pitching.
Yeah,
like
they didn't add much pitching wise. They added.
I just like to point out, I still don't have the Cubs or Brewers making playoffs. So
no, I think they both.
This is a 1-team division.
Who the fuck do the Brewers have anymore?
They added William Contreras.
Okay. Willie Adames.
They traded Colton Wong for Abraham Torre and Jesse Winker.
Right. Winker could be an interesting one.
Winker, I think I have a lot more faith in Winker bouncing back because he's back in the NL Central. He has like a OPS over 1,000 in that ballpark.
Okay.
They have Christian Yelich. They did lose Hunter Renfroe, which is kind of a yikes.
I think their lineup is worse. Rowdy's still there. Rowdy had a great year last year, though. I don't know if Rowdy does that again.
In their whole like idea, it's essentially you replace Renfroe with William Contreras.
Right.
As far as like bats. So I
don't know, man. And then their rotation's still the same. It's still pretty good.
Yeah, it's still pretty good. Plus a pissed off Corbin Burns now that they basically shit on him.
I don't know if that makes me feel great.
No,
gotta be honest.
It's like, so yeah, Corbin Burns lost his arbitration hearing and apparently he like basically got interviewed and he essentially said, yeah, they basically blamed me for us not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which isn't Corbin Burns a Cy Young finalist last year?
Was he? I don't know.
I feel like
he won it the year before, didn't he?
Like he won it the year before, and he was arguably just as good last year. Like, yeah, maybe don't blame that. Maybe blame
the fact that you just didn't have it. I don't know, man. Their bullpen is
the fact that your team imploded after Josh Hader left.
The Padres have Josh Hader.
Yeah, the Padres have Josh Hader now, and they still got Robert Suarez and Nick Martinez and all those guys.
Yeah, they're gross. I forgot about their bullpen. The Milwaukee bullpen just is Devin Williams and company.
Yeah.
Outside of who's their 4-5 in the rotation?
Ashby, Lauer, and Hauser, I think.
So it's okay, but it's not. It doesn't.
But they're 1, 2, 3. They're 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3 is arguably better.
Burns, Woodruff, Peralta. Like it's ridiculous.
It's if they're all healthy and humming the way they can, it's a top 5 1, 2, 3 in baseball, maybe top 3.
Like you could make the argument that like when it was fully healthy in 2021 that they should have had 3 starters in the All-Star game.
Yeah. Like, so they're gross. I'm kind of with you. I think I don't think the Cubs did enough in the rotation to pass the Brewers, but again, I don't think they're far apart.
Also, the Cubs are asking a lot out of Trey Mancini and Cody Bellinger. And they lost Wilson Contreras.
Dansby.
Oh shit, they did get Dansby.
Mm-hmm. They're better. I think they're definitely better than they were last year. I think they're probably an 80 to 81 win team, and I think the Brewers are probably 82, 83.
Yeah. And that leaves us with the most obvious pick of the entire thing that we've done so far. The Cardinals are winning that NL Central, and I have them at the 3 seed.
Okay. Because that makes sense. It just what else? They're not going to pass either of those two.
Their depth in position player wise is ridiculous.
Yep. Cubs 77.5. I got them over.
Slightly over.
Reds 64.5.
I got them under. Slightly.
What did they have last year? 62 last year. Yeah, they didn't get better. They're
about the same.
Who the hell else was in that division?
Pirates.
Pirates. Milwaukee 86.5.
Under.
Yeah, I got them under too, right? I had them at 82.3, so that's the Pirates 66.5.
Over.
So they also have the Pirates above the Reds. I'm gonna say under. Barely. I think they're 64, 65, 63, give or take.
Right.
Am I missing St. Louis? 88.5.
Over. Simply because they play in that
they're at least a 90 win team.
Yeah, like
at least
88 is disrespectful. Yeah. And finally,
the moment we've all been waiting
to our AL East predictions.
The one that we can actually spend some time talking about.
Yes.
The one that we've already kind of locked in predictions for because I know your take.
Do you know my take?
Oh, the one on Boston and Baltimore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that. I got Baltimore last place.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
I gotta be honest. When you first made the take, I thought it was heinous.
No, prove me wrong. You added a bunch of mid.
Yeah, but so did Boston.
I think Boston's mid is better than Baltimore's mid.
Right, but they were also 5 games worse than Baltimore.
And also, Boston, as I've said before, were historically terrible against the AL East. Outside of the AL East, they were like a top 10 team in baseball.
Okay.
I think
so maybe the schedule helps them.
The schedule will definitely help them. That's mainly my point.
We're talking about a team that is turning Adam Duvall into an impact bat because it's all they have.
Their outfield is now
Verdugo, Duvall, and
Yoshida.
Who the fuck knows on Yoshida?
Okay, we just need to mention Fangraphs. Could you stop with your predictions?
Oh my god!
They have Masataka Yoshida winning the batting title, but that's not even the part. He has a 299 average. They have the highest average in baseball at a 299.
I don't trust Yoshida.
But you know what?
To be honest, I don't think he's gonna.
I trust a bounce back from Devers because Devers was historically terrible in the second half.
He had such a great start.
Yeah, but he was injured pretty much the entire second half and played through it.
Name me a player that's come over and hit well.
In Boston?
Just from, was he Japan, right? Or is he coming from Korea?
Suzuki.
You think he hit well enough to be what fucking Yoshida's supposed to be?
Projecting to be? No.
No, that's what I mean. I don't think Seiya was phenomenal. I think
Seiya had a solid year.
Yeah, but he was also expected to be phenomenal.
I mean, he was good.
Is Yoshida projected to be better than Seiya?
I would say yes.
You would think, right?
Yeah,
was he projected to be better than what Seiya was?
I believe because they have him at 290. They have him at like a 299 and they have him at at least an 800 OPS, which Kevin Biggio's something.
Maybe he does it. I just the especially the first season. There's not a great track record of guys coming over here and hitting well because it's such a different game. The pitching is completely different. He's supposed to be the big difference maker that turns Boston into something, along with Duvall and Kenley, and I see issues with all 3 of them. Kenley, especially now with this whole Bach thing. Not only does Kenley have to deal with the new Bach rules where he can't do all his moving, but he also has a time limit on how long he can do it, and he was one of the worst last year at it. And that's your big bullpen piece.
They also still have Garrett Whitlock. They still have Tanner Houck. They picked up Coldplay man himself, Chris Martin.
Yep. I don't think Chris Martin's as relevant as he used to be.
They picked up.
They haven't had an album in years.
They picked up top 5 walk-up song in MLB. She don't love you.
Oh,
she just loves you, damn. She don't love you.
There's a chance that he starts games.
Romance.
Yeah,
he did it for us when we were a playoff team.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
He also had a 900 OPS against Boston last year
against Boston because Boston stinks.
In Fenway.
He's playing against the fucking Boston rotation. That's still there.
10 of the 12 RBIs he had last year came in one weekend.
Yeah. Chris Sale has never been healthy in his life. And he's just like, he's brittle as shit now. I don't see him coming back and mattering. They lost Eovaldi. Who else is in the rotation? I can't think of anyone.
Rich Hill, Michael Wacha.
They lost both, right?
They lost both. Rich Hill's on the Pirates. Michael Wacha's on the Padres. They added
who's currently in their rotation?
Chris Sale.
No.
Nick. What do you mean? He's healthy.
Sure. Till when?
Canada's own Nick Pivetta.
Nicky P.
Brian Bayo, who, his FIP was like two full runs lower than his ERA. So I'm like,
so he could be better.
He did get fucked by their shift.
I don't know why Houck's not in this rotation.
That's a very good question. Like, Houck should be in that rotation. It's Houck or Whitlock in that rotation,
right?
I think.
Which is just that just turns their bullpen into mush.
The ghost of James Paxton.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they added something. Corey Kluber. There you
go. Okay, so your 3 horses are old and injured. In Kluber, Paxton, and Sale.
You know what? I'm taking crafty, wily veteranness over young and mid.
That's great, but sitting on the IL isn't going to help that.
All right, so third place, we both have the Rays in third?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a given.
Yeah. Do you have them in the playoffs? Because I do not have them in the playoffs.
So I think the Yankees and the Jays for sure. The Astros and the Mariners for sure.
Yep. I have
leaves
two
me
teams.
With 2 wild card spots. 2
teams per division.
Who do I have? Chicago winning that division.
Yeah,
Minnesota.
And do you trust the Twins more than the Rays?
No. I
think I
think the Rays are above the Twins.
I trust the Guardians more than the Rays, and that's why I have the Guardians in and the Rays not.
I don't. Oh, fuck! They beat them in the series last year.
They beat them in that series last year,
and they beat them in the season last year.
Yeah,
but it's balanced schedules this year.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think the Rays are fine. I think they're gonna.
Okay,
the Rays just find a way every year.
So who do you have in second place?
See, I really hate making this pick because I'm surrounded by.
Brain, are you gonna backtrack on your shitting on my take last week? Are you gonna do that?
I don't remember what your take was.
My take was I had the Yankees winning the division last week.
I don't have the Yankees winning the division.
Well, yeah, you know why I emphasized last week?
Because Frankie Montas went.
Because neither do I anymore.
Yeah.
Frankie Montas might be gone the entire season. Like,
respectfully, disrespectfully.
Yeah.
I don't like the Yankees.
Nope.
I've made that evident.
I will never like
the Yankees. I'm very obviously a Blue Jays fan. It doesn't take much to see that.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and take all of my bias out of this.
Okay.
As best as I can. The Jays, I would argue, at worst, got slightly better. At worst, I think they got pretty. I think they made a pretty good step getting better. I think they pushed themselves from 92 to like 96, 97 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, especially with the balanced schedule, it could be even more. They're significantly better defensively.
Mm-hmm.
They have a completely different ballpark that is so hitter friendly. It just feeds into their big bats.
Mm-hmm.
Even their defense that they added can still rake. Like,
yeah, the best way to put what the Jays did is, and I can do this in fantasy football terms, it's saying you have Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback, but the rest of your team is super
yeah,
and you go, oh wait, let me just trade Mahomes and get 4 good players, and like round out the team. That's what the Jays did. They lost potentially some offense, but pitching and defense, ramped like
sky high. Their bullpen is
It's
borderline elite.
I think it's not a hot take. It's easily as good. I'm not going to say this is the best we've seen since 2015, 2016. Mm-hmm.
It's the best. It's probably the best bullpen I've seen as a Jays fan.
Is this the best rotation we've seen?
It's good. You could put up an argument that you have 3 guys that could win a Cy Young. I know Barrios didn't have it last year, but there were people that picked him to win a Cy Young last year.
Baby, slide.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about Barrios yet. Obviously, anything could happen. Chris Bassett may be affected by the fact that he was really slow last year, and he can't do that. But I think he's still a 3.5, 3.6 guy. And he's your 3.4. So it's the rotation's gross.
And Kikuchi.
Bearded Kikuchi,
who has a curve. He's throwing his curveball again that he hasn't thrown since Japan.
Yeah. So I think Kikuchi probably put in a shit ton of work in the offseason, especially with a full season with the coaches under the belt, and hopefully he brings back something. If not, hopefully Mitch White found something in the offseason, and then Kikuchi can just be your bullpen guy throwing 100. And then the lineup it's just gross. It's always been gross.
Put more stock into Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2023 MVP, because in an interview today, he noted that his pitch selection is one key to him returning to 2021 form. Mm-hmm. And he also added that he was too anxious. So he knew what he was doing wrong.
Yeah.
So
let's say Vlad takes a step back towards the MVP candidacy.
I don't think he's gonna have the same numbers that he did in the MVP year,
but Bo Bichette looks like he figured something out in the last half of the season. If you get 75% of that, you're looking at a borderline MVP candidate.
If you get a healthier at worst Danny Jansen, that's at least another. That's 20 home runs.
Danny put on some weight that should help him stay solid the entire season.
Yep.
Say you get 100 games out of him and he does what he did last year, you're looking at an elite catcher in the league. Now you have 2 elite catchers in the league. Brandon Belt is a wild card. You don't know. He could be a 30 homer guy. He could be a 13 homer guy.
Because if Brandon Belt, it's more of what do you think will happen more, 2020 and 2021 Brandon Belt or 2022 Brandon Belt?
He's healthy. Apparently, according to him, he's fully healthy. So it's possible.
Mm-hmm. Kevin Kiermaier as well, fully healthy.
Kiermaier, I don't know. That could be a lot of anything. It's a tough injury to come back from.
George Springer in right field now.
Springer's going to be playing a lot less. He's doing a lot less on the field.
Surgery, so he's healthy.
Should be good. Dalton Varsho.
It's 20 at worst. 20. That's
hammered the ball.
That's 25 home runs.
Yep.
And elite defense.
Elite defense should be your center fielder.
Yeah, we have 2 Matt Chapmans on our team now. One in the infield, one in the outfield.
Yep. Matt Chapman, I think, will be better than last year. I think he's more comfortable now.
The contract year.
It's a contract year.
We're 850 OPS.
Kevin Biggio, Silver Slugger for the util slot. Whit Merrifield obviously figured some shit out as a starter at the end of last season. Seems a little more rejuvenated with this team than he did with Kansas City.
Santiago Espinal.
We're talking about Santiago Espinal as like the 13th, 12th guy on the roster right now.
Yeah.
And he was an all-star.
An all-star last year.
So that lineup rakes.
And then
the rotation is better than it's ever been.
Yeah. If worse comes to worse, we have Swole King, Addison Barger just chilling in AAA.
So the lineup's still gross. The rotation's better than it's been. The bullpen might be the best we've seen out of the Jays in a long time. So that's the Blue Jays. The Yankees had a blazing hot start to last year. I don't think anyone would tell you that was what the Yankees are.
No, they were at a point they were on pace for 120 wins.
That's so stupid. That was never going to be what the Yankees are. The Yankees are old. They're getting older. They still have JD. They still have IKF. They still have Stanton getting older. They no longer have Frankie Montas for the year. They are trusting that Luis Severino can stay healthy.
They're
also never happened.
Apparently they're gonna rely heavily on Michael King again, who got injured because of how heavily they relied on him last year.
They have a good bullpen. The pieces are there, but the pieces get worked. Garrett Cole has been regressing season by season, not a lot, but enough that I don't. He got hammered last year.
He led the league in home runs given up.
Like also led the league in strikeouts, yes, but
yes.
I don't know, man. Like as your number one guy getting paid more than anyone else, he should be doing better than what was it 3.4 last year. I don't think he had a great year, did he?
Yeah, but the funniest comment that came out to me, it was a couple days ago. I don't remember if it was Aaron Boone or Cashman. Mm-hmm. He's like, aside from Frankie Montas and Nestor Cortes Jr., we don't have any issues with the pitching staff health wise. And it's like, other than 40% of your
2 rotation, of 5,
that's other than 40% of your rotation. It's fine. Oh God. Granted, and
that's not even including Sevy.
And now one of them's gone.
Yeah, man. Yes, Rodon is a big pickup.
Yes,
I will not deny that. Mm-hmm. But over the course of his career, including last year, he's been injured, I think, every season. Mm-hmm. And pretty big injuries in most of them. Mm-hmm. I don't, maybe he does it, sure. But you're now saying maybe Rodon plays a full season, maybe Sevy plays a full season. There's issues with Cortes.
I guess, according to them. I mean, he's not pitching in the WBC because of some hamstring thing, I think.
Maybe Cortes is healthy.
And then that leaves them relying on Clark Schmidt, Domingo Germán. Like,
maybe Giancarlo Stanton's healthy. Maybe Aaron Judge repeats what he has last year. Maybe JD finds another gear. Maybe IKF turns it on and becomes something else. Maybe the young kids come up and are great, but like
I think a big thing is
so many.
They're getting DJ LeMahieu back. I guess that's a big piece.
Okay, but they had DJ.
Well, they didn't really have him in the playoffs. They didn't have him in the playoffs.
Didn't he play?
Nope. They didn't have him in the playoffs. So
okay, sure.
They still have Aaron Hicks in starting left fielder. So they did get Harrison Bader, and if y'all think someone tried to say Harrison Bader's having like a 2020 season, piss off. He's not hitting.
He was really good in the playoffs, but I don't think he's enough. He doesn't move the needle for you like that.
No.
I don't think the Yankees are significantly worse than the Blue Jays, but I think they're definitely not the team that was in the first half of last year, and I think they're significantly closer to the one that just could not find a win.
I don't think they're that bad. Where like Aaron Judge hit 2 home runs and they won 2-1 every game. Like,
but they can be. They have that in them.
Yeah, they have that in them, but
I don't know. I have the Yankees 2 and the Jays 1.
Yes, I do too now because
I don't trust them. I don't think the Yankees are better, which everyone saw their offseason was like, oh, they had a great offseason. They did nothing. They brought in Carlos Rodon. That's it. Mm-hmm. So I don't think they're much better. I think they're worse. I think the Jays are better.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I can say.
Easy.
Where does that put the Yankees then? That puts them at the
I have the
4
Yankees
seed.
4. I got the Yankees
the
4 seed,
right?
I got the Blue Jays the 2.
Who's won?
The Astros.
Oh, duh.
I'm a Blue Jays fan. I'm not psychotic.
Yeah, no, that was dumb. Like, I didn't even think of the Astros. The Mariners and Yankees could battle it out for that 4 spot. But either way, I think the division winner. I think the Central Division winner plays the Rays. Again.
I mean, I have it. Funny enough, I have the
Central Division playing itself.
Playing itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I got
awards.
So
I put 0 thought into this. I should have done better.
I mean, I kind of did put some thought into it. I have the Cy Young's, MVPs, and Rookie of the Years. Are we doing anything else?
No, that's it. Manager's just dumb.
It's now I have like I put too much effort into this. I have like the big pick, and then I have like some
honorable mentions.
Like I have like a dark horse where it's like
some sprinkles.
Some sprinkles of like maybe you know what, if you put some money on him, you could win something. Like,
all right, I like that.
So where do we want to start? Do you want to start with Cy Young, Rookie of the Year?
Let's go. I want to say Rookie of the Year because it's like the smallest one, but I don't know enough.
We got to build it up. Let's do Rookie of the Year. Okay, so AL or NL?
Let's start in the. We'll do AL, NL, AL, NL, AL, NL. All the way up.
So in AL, I unfortunately have Gunnar Henderson.
That's fair.
Because
let me look up some eligible rookies because I honestly know nothing.
I believe there's Gunnar Henderson, Josh Young, Hunter Brown of the Astros. Yoster Zulueta is Addison Barger. Like,
oh my God, Masataka Yoshida is technically.
Masataka Yoshida is a rookie. Which
Grayrod, Tristan Cassis, Royce Lewis, Gunnar Henderson.
Just pick Gunnar Henderson.
I think Gunnar Henderson's the easy pick.
Yeah, my dark horse purely for fan base bias is Oscar Colas, outfielder for the Chicago White Sox. It's 25, batted like 314 in the minors last year. He's probably going to be the starting right fielder for the White Sox. So,
okay.
And then NL Rookie of the Year.
Royce Lewis could be a fun pick if you can get out.
Oh shit! Yeah, but where's Royce Lewis going to play?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
they'll find a spot.
Yeah. So your NL Rookie of the Year is, or
you
NL
go first because I still don't know very many rookies.
My NL Rookie of the Year is Corbin Carroll of the Diamondbacks.
Okay,
just kind of the obvious one. And my dark horse,
I don't dislike it.
My dark horse is someone I said in my hot takes. My dark horse is Gabriel Moreno.
I don't hate it. Do you think Francisco Alvarez can get at bats this year?
I think at worst, Francisco Alvarez is the DH.
Give me Francisco Alvarez then, just for fun.
Okay. All right. You'll take Francisco Alvarez. Are you writing these down? Because you're gonna have to.
I should have. We both said Gunner.
You both said Gunner, and you said Francisco Alvarez. I said Corbin Carroll.
Okay. I think I can do better on the rest of them because I know everyone else just suck with rookies.
AL Cy Young.
Mm-hmm.
My AL Cy Young pick is a man who had, without a doubt, the best pitch in baseball, the entirety of baseball last year. His pitch was so good, he made a poem off of that pitch. Oh, slider slide. Yes. Biased as fuck. I'm taking Dylan Cease as my Cy Young.
Oh, Cease isn't bad. Okay.
With my dark horse being Luis Castillo.
Luis Castillo, eh?
I mean, he gives me nightmares, and that's probably why I'm saying his name. So
I don't hate the Cease pick. I don't want to go Homer and say
like Manoah,
one of our guys.
That's literally I'm gonna spoil. I have no Homer picks just because I didn't want to come off as complete Homer.
If they didn't fuck around with this Bach rule, I would have said Gausman.
Yeah, that Gausman.
But I gotta see spring training before I can put him back on the map here. Let me tell you, I didn't put enough thought into this beforehand.
You're good. It's just come on, give it some.
You know what? Let's have some fun. Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, okay, all right.
I think Shohei.
All right, Shohei Cy Young.
Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Cy Young in 30 home run season gets paid $600 million in the offseason.
Yeah, he's gonna be so good as a Blue Jay.
And Corbin Burns.
Oh my God, it's gonna be so fun.
I know.
Okay, we both said Gunner, right?
Yes.
Sorry. I'm just
both said Gunner. I said Francisco. You said I said Corbin Carroll. You said Francisco Alvarez.
Okay.
And then your AL Cy Young is Shohei Ohtani. Mine is Dylan Cease.
Okay. NL Cy Young.
NL Cy Young, I have Aaron Nola.
Wow.
With my dark horse being Atlanta Braves pitcher Kyle Wright.
All right. Not Max Fried?
No, not Max Fried, not Spencer Strider. Kyle Wright's he was a 20-game winner last year.
I would have completely forgot about Spencer Strider if you didn't say it. You think Strider has an innings limit this year?
No, I don't.
No way, right? There's no way.
No, I don't think so.
Give me Spencer Strider.
Okay, you're taking Spencer Strider. All right.
He fucks. I'm going with that guy.
Aaron Nola fucks.
I know Aaron Nola fucks, but I just never trust Aaron Nola. I don't know why.
Fine, fair.
What are we at?
MVPs. You know what?
AL.
Okay. So I kind of have to go. You know what? Do I want to say this man? Even though I told you who it was last week, if you remember, do I want to say him?
I don't remember. So,
you know what? Fuck it. My two picks. I'm going with both my dark horse picks for this. My the MVPs. My MVP is Corey Seager.
Holy. Do you even have the Rangers making the playoffs?
No, I don't. I have Corey Seager as my MVP though.
Okay. That's
fine,
a bold pick.
Corey Seager's
no. That's
Corey
your pick.
Seager's my dark horse. Do you want me to pick Julio?
No, that's your pick. Your pick is Corey Seager.
I'm going
We're
Corey
going
Seager.
with it.
I said, hey, dude.
I think it's a wild pick.
When you make the graphic, put like a asterisk being like, these were Connor's dark horse picks. But
like wild pick.
My NL one might be
Corey
more wild.
Seager.
My NL one might be more wild. Yo, Corey Seager had an underrated, great season. Like, and the shift is going away, and Texas is a bandbox, and I think
okay,
Texas
man. Hey,
really well.
Okay, like, I trust you. If that's what you want, Seager. I trust you. I hate myself.
Are you gonna say Julio Rodriguez?
No, because I fucking took Shohei to win the Cy. And if Shohei wins the Cy, he has to win the fucking MVP.
Yes. No, you can. No. You don't have to do that.
Shit. I do. How is he going to not win
Switch your Cy Young pick then.
I don't want to. He's a good pick.
You locked yourself in. Oh,
yes,
no.
I don't have a choice.
Fine. Okay,
such a boring.
I'm gonna
pick,
let you.
Though.
Okay, you can say Shohei. Say like you can on the graphic we put out. Put Shohei and then put your non like.
You know what? No, Shohei doesn't hit 40 homers this year. Okay. He has a soft year at the plate. He's just an elite pitcher. He focuses on pitching this year, and he's just a good hitter.
Okay, you're gonna homer.
He's a great hitter. So I also said last week that I think Judge breaks his own record.
Oh my God, you did. So you
So if he does that again, I can't not vote Aaron Judge.
Into the most boring shit ever.
Yes, I'm back to Judge versus Ohtani.
All right. So,
but I don't want to pick Judge. That sucks.
Yeah, exactly. But you did it. You locked.
Let me come back to the AL one. I got to think on this one.
Yeah.
Who did I say for AL Cy? Shohei. We were just arguing about
Shohei. You just fucking.
We're there, just fucking went up. I'm a little frazzled right now, right? I'm very upset with my own picks.
Yeah, because you're no offense, you're a goddamn
I don't even
idiot.
Love Shohei. This is not.
You're a goddamn idiot. You locked yourself in, man.
What did you say for AL Cy?
AL Cy, I said Dylan Cease. I said Dylan Cease.
And then NL Cy, I said Strider. You said
Aaron Nola.
See, it's a good thing I'm writing this down because I would have absolutely forgot all of this and had to
you would have
rewatch the entire episode.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Are you gonna fucking pick Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani for AL?
No, we're moving on to NL, and I will come back.
No, you just write down who I have as my MVP in AL.
I haven't made it there yet. I'm still on NL side. I'm typing very slow because my brain is fried right now.
Okay. All right. So NL MVP. Now, last week, if some of you listeners would remember, I said Juan Soto would win NL MVP. But after careful deliberation with myself, I am going to say a young man born in Georgia, plays in the pride of Georgia. Give me Michael Harris II.
Whoa, that's out there.
Give me Michael Harris II.
Okay.
I told you I'm taking my dark horse picks.
It's kind of funny because our MVP is in the same division. And I think it. No.
Pete Alonso win an MVP. Oh, my dog. Don't you say
Pistol Pete?
Pistol Pete Alonso.
He's coming in hot.
Oh, fuck the Mets. Pete Alonso ain't winning shit. Oh man.
What? No, not Pete Alonso. That's just
all right. We got our trip. We're gonna have our trip. We're gonna dub this the Trevor Richards moment of just us dying of laughter. This is the Trevor Richards moment.
My NL MVP is Bryce Harper, dude.
Oh, he's missing a month.
A month, and they're gonna have a slow start. He's gonna come in. They're gonna
say Trey Turner.
Bang! No, Trey. I love Trey.
Trey Turner.
I love Trey. Bryce Harper. I'm not betting against Bryce Harper in any season that he plays most of the months.
All right. So
I need to pick an AL MVP.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
Like, I'll tell the fans what all of our picks are. Like, just round them out, and then we'll end with you saying what your pick is. So for NL Rookie of the Year, I had Corbin Carroll. Brant had Francisco Alvarez. For AL Rookie of the Year, we both had Gunnar.
We were boring. Yeah.
Yeah, we were very boring. You were the fucking king of boring in this fucking shit.
Well, sorry, man. I didn't.
NL Cy Young. I had Aaron Nola, and Brant had Spencer Strider.
Yeah, my dog.
AL Cy Young. I had Dylan Cease, Slider Slide, and Brant had boring Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, all right. I'm sorry that this guy's a fucking
NL
talked about more than any other person.
NL MVP. Brant had Bryce Harper. I have Michael Harris the second.
Sorry, I forgot that. There we go.
You could just put Michael Harris. Doesn't matter. And for AL MVP, I had
Corey Seager.
Corey Seager.
I think you just broke my brain with Corey Seager, and now I can't figure out an MVP.
Yeah, honestly,
it looks so lame if you have Corey Seager and I have fucking Shohei Ohtani.
I mean, dude, I almost wrote down Marcus Semien.
That's just wild.
And yeah, my MVP is Corey Seager, and Brand after careful
Yordan Alvarez.
Ooh, clap it up, Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez.
You write that down.
It's gonna be Shohei Ohtani. I just don't want to fucking pick him.
All right. Oh shit. Okay, you're writing it on there. All right, fair.
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Wow.
I mean, we kind of. All right. Let's just quickly, and then we have a bunch of stuff that we can like quickly run through. So yeah, that was the Flight Deck official 2023 season awards and standings predictions, brought to you by the Flight Deck merch shop that's coming soon.
I'm just so disappointed in myself. That's such a boring pick. I hate it.
Is the title of our episode going to be really like him for MVP question marks? Corey Seager.
It's going to be the show.
Your goddamn brain. All right, let's move on to more around the league. I don't want to move on.
I just want to soak in this for an hour and a half.
What? We're gonna soak in the Corey Seager sadness? Is what we're gonna do? Like, I'm buying Corey Seager stock, man, and Michael Harris. Fight me.
I have Shohei Ohtani on my list.
Yeah,
I've never voted for Shohei in my life.
Oh, yeah, you did. What do you mean?
No, I've never
voted for Shohei the year Vlad was supposed to win.
No, I did not. I said Vlad because Shohei missed the playoffs.
Okay, fine. All right. Quickly go through some other stuff around the league real quick. The Ghost Runner is here to stay.
Yep.
Like it, I like it. Just piss off people. Christian Javier got an extension with the Astros immediately. It was 5 years, $64 million. So goes into some of his years of free agency. The Dodgers got David Peralta and Alex Reyes, which Alex Reyes is going to be an all-star again because it's the Dodgers and it's a pitching factory.
Yep. Oh, so, I didn't even take that in.
Yeah. Matt Moore goes to the Angels.
Good.
Andrew Chafin to the Diamondbacks. Michael Fulmer to the Cubs. AJ, super bland pick, trade AJ Puck to the Marlins for JJ Bleday. That is the last of the news that we have.
There's this tweet. We don't really need to use it. We can go over the rest of it.
Yeah.
Next week because it's been what's that? An hour and a half. It's a long episode.
It's one of our longer ones.
But Codify tweeted out collecting the biggest baseball coincidences ever.
Okay.
And the whole list super interesting.
I did see the first one.
Yeah.
I would just say Chris Davis with a K had 4 straight seasons hitting 247.
247. That was so
crazy. That's crazy.
Unbelievable. I like the second one. Richie Ashburn hit a foul ball in a 1957 game that struck a spectator in the face and broke her nose. As they were carrying her away, another Ashburn foul ball hit her again and broke a bone in her knee.
Yikes.
So brutal.
Yikes.
There's a bunch on here. We can probably
save for next week because we might not have a lot to talk about.
No.
We might.
You're right.
Might or might not. Very dependent.
Yeah, so that was fun.
That was very fun. I'm just glad I broke your brain today.
Oh my god, I still don't know what just happened.
What?
I almost want to just start over and try that again.
Do you want to know my obvious? Okay, the obvious picks I had was Julio Rodriguez and Juan Soto as the MVP.
Okay, that's
but I know I'm putting Corey Seager and Michael Harris on that goddamn graphic.
Corey Seager.
Yes, I'm taking Corey Seager.
Corey Seager.
Yes, I'm taking why Fran. You know what? I'm mainly doing this because I wanted Corey Seager. I'm Blue Jays.
The title of this episode is just going to be Corey Seager.
Corey Seager ? Question mark.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be. Okay, I guess we move on.
Yeah, we move. we move. Well,
I also could have said Bo Bichette because I think.
Oh, but my Corey
I
Seager
hyped the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Well, Yes, because they don't even make the playoffs.
Oh, because that stopped people from getting MVPs in the past.
It stopped Shohei.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. And Judge
won MVP already.
Judge broke a record, but
Judge broke a record.
His other fucking person on the other side was.
Talk to Mike Trout.
Mike Trout missed out on so many MVPs because they didn't make the playoffs. Are you kidding me? He should have beat JD. He should have beat Miguel Cabrera. Come on now. It means a lot. Corey Seager.
Yes.
Crazy.
Corey goddamn Seager.
Hey, Corey Seager. Shout out Corey Seager. I hope it happens. I have him in fantasy, so I hope so. Thank you. Oh, I'm in 3 keeper leagues, and I suck at all of them because I stopped paying attention.
That was my thing. I did a basketball.
The worst. The only fantasy I can do is football because I don't have to pay as much attention. I set the lineups for once a week.
Finished top 3 in both my fantasy leagues in the last 2 years, so I'm happy.
I should have won one, but whatever. That's a story for another day.
Fuck you, Cam Akers. I drafted you in the 4th round.
Thank you for listening. If you've made it this far, as we've mentioned a couple times now, we will have merch soon. Definitely before the next episode.
If you are a Jose Barrios, Alec Manoah, or Toronto Blue Jays fan,
what else we got in there? I want to do Danny and Cav too because that's authentic to the home. Or if you're a fan of the flight deck, even better.
Right. we have our own logo as on merch. So
yes. So we appreciate it. We will get you a promo code. We'll do a giveaway here.
Yes. We will
numbers-based, but
follow all of the social medias.
Yeah, if you don't follow us already, everything's linked in the description below. Follow us on any of those, and we'll let you know what's up. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, interact with us. We love it. It's a lot of fun. Thank you guys for listening. We will catch you next week.
Peace.
Cheers.